So good morning friends. Today I am here to give a presentation on machine learning. We are from TY AML class and department. These are my team members Om Chaudhary, Goda Gori and myself Pritesh Sisude. So let's begin the presentation on this beautiful note. So this is the outline of the presentation. In this outline we are going to cover some important aspects related to deep learning concepts. So what is AI? So basically if you talk about the deep learning, so to start from the scratch and basic, so let me introduce you that AI is a field in computer science. So AI basically enables the computer or system to behave or think or act like a human being. Next we have understanding machine learning. Now machine learning is basically the subset of the AI that have similar functions but have more specialized features like making predictions, making decisions, etc. Next we have Venn diagram. Under the Venn diagram you can easily see that how AI is connected to ML and how ML is connected to DL. So in short, DL is a subset of machine learning. Now introduction to deep learning. Deep learning basically is a system or a technique in which the deep neural networks like a human brain is worked with the help of neural system and nervous system. So basically it helps in natural language processing and speech recognition with utmost accuracy. Now what will explain this?
The difference between the AI and machine learning and deep learning. First of all, the definition. Artificial intelligence is exact the machine, and machine learning is subset of AI learn from data. Machine learning, the data is learned, and the deep learning is the naturally network. And the second topic is the personality. And next topic is example and training data, design making, complexity, and decision of data. And why it is a category called the deep. Means deep term deep is a deep learning refers to many layers of the processing that the system used to learn the data. Just like how human organize complex pattern by breaking them down into smaller size. Means that there is a pattern is a very critical pattern and which is the small artist natural network is separate. This is the importance of deep learning, handling the complex data. Complex data is separate and that handle the data and higher accuracy and real world use, accessibility and save time. This is the history of deep learning.
So what will explain this concept?
So next point is exploring ANN. An artificial neural network may be defined as an information processing model that is inspired by the way biological nervous system such that the brain processes information. Second point is this model tries to replicate only the most basic function of the brain. Third is ANN is a composed of the large number of highly interconnected processing unit working in unison to solve specific problem. And next is like human being artificial neural network learn by example. So ANN architecture. The ANN architecture is first point is input layer. Input layer is basically receive the input data such as images, text, or numerical data. And each input neuron represents a specific feature of the input data. Second is hidden layer. The hidden layer is the process the input data and extract relevant feature. Second is multiple hidden layer can be used to create a complex representation of the data. This is a complex representation of the data. Third point is each neuron is hidden layer receive weightage input from the previous layer. And third point is the output layer. In the output layer produce the final output of the network. And their example is in the classification problem. The output layer might have the neuron one for each class. Say the next point is key component of ANN. The first is neurons, second is a weightage, and third is the activation function, and last is bias. So type of ANN architecture. First type is a feed forward neural network. Information flow in the one direction from input to output, and second is a simple and efficient for many tasks. This is a diagram for this feed forward neural network. Second is recurrent neural network (RNN). the process sequential data such as time, series, or neural network. Second point is use feedback connection to allow information to over time. This is diagram for RNN. So next slide is a basic type of ANN architecture. There are some basic 5 architecture. Single layer feed forward network. Second is multi-layer feed forward network. Third is single node with one feedback. Fourth is single layer and 5 multi-layer. So this is a single layer feed forward network. This is a single layer feed forward network diagram. Input layer, output layer, and output neurons and input neurons. They are passing from each to each other. There is a multi-layer feed forward network. This is a complex diagram such as input layer, middle layer, output layer, output neuron. This is also passed one prompt to one prompt. Single node with its own feedback. This is also input, then gives output and gives the feedback. Single layer recurrent network. This is a diagram of recurrent network. This is a multi-layer recurrent network. This is also the input layer, output layer, and it's passed to one side to another side.
So my dear friends, along with these basic core concepts, let me introduce to you some most of the advantages that you might feel fascinating and interesting to all of you. So first one is accuracy, second is automation like self-driving car, then third is handling large data set, which is of great significance and useful to all of you. Then there are certain challenges to every technology or emerging technology. So first challenge is the required large data set, because small data set is not easily available and large data set is also difficult to obtain. Then third is high computational power. So power consumption is also one of the factors that determine whether the system is efficient or not. And third is the lack of interpretability. Because of this, there are many problems that the system might face. Now friends, I always have a solution oriented approach, and for that today also I have bring some strategies or solutions for the drawback. First is the large data requirement, second is high computational power, and third is lack of interpretability. We can use systems like XAI, and for computational power we can use cloud computing, and for large data we can use the pre-trained models. Next we have applications. So first application is computer vision. Under the computer vision we have autonomous vehicles like Tesla, you might know. Then we have AI image recognition system that is using space and satellites. Then third we have natural language processing. In here we have chatbot and language translation. Then we have healthcare. In healthcare we have AI, early disease detection, and the future of personalized medicine, in which we use the methods of deep learning for the better understanding and cure treatment. Then we have finance, risk analysis, and for detection. So if you want to protect yourself from cybersecurity attacks, then this might be helpful to all of you. Then we have agriculture. As I am a son of farmer, I know very well that